This emergency warning is being issued for Buffalo Creek, Buffalo River, Carbor East, Carbor Upper, Dangdongadale, Mariang South, Mount Buffalo, Nug Nug, Rose River and Warrowley South. There is a bushfire in the Lake Buffalo area that is not yet under control. There are reports of embers falling into the Dangdongadale area. This bushfire is travelling in a northerly direction under the influence of southerly winds in the valley. Heavy smoke over the entire area will make driving conditions hazardous. Buffalo Creek, Buffalo River, Carbor East, Carbor Upper, Dangdongadale, Mariang South, Mount Buffalo, Nug Nug, Rose River, Warrowley South could be impacted any time within the next 6 hours. Leaving now is the safest option before conditions become too dangerous. Emergency services may not be able to help you if you decide to stay. What you should do: if you're in the Buffalo River Valley area, you should leave using Buffalo River Road and head towards Myrtleford. South Warrowley should travel to the Snow Road and head to Wangaratta. Carbor area, head to the Snow Road via the Carbor Everton Road to Wangaratta. Head to the home of family or friends who are away from the warning area. When you leave, remember to take your pets, mobile phones and medications. A relief centre is open at the Wangaratta Performing Arts Centre in Oven Street. For pets, trailers and caravans go to the Wangaratta Showgrounds on Evan Street. If you have stock, go to the Wangaratta Sale Yards, 99 Shanley Street, Wangaratta, the home of family or friends away from the warning area. And the Myrtleford Library at 20 O'Donnell Avenue is open for information and registration. If you are travelling in the car, do not enter the area. U-turn to safety. Slow down and turn on your headlights. Smoke will make it very difficult to see. If you are unable to leave, you should shelter indoors. Close all exterior doors, windows and vents. Turn off cooling systems. You must take shelter before the fire arrives. The extreme heat is likely to kill you well before the flames reach you. Shelter in a room that has 2 exits, such as a door or window, including one directly to the outside. It is important to be able to see outside so you know what is happening with the fire. If your home catches on fire and the conditions inside become unbearable, you need to get out and go to an area that has already been burnt. If you cannot get indoors, other last resort options include sheltering in the middle of a large open area like a ploughed paddock, football oval or sporting reserve. Get into a large body of water like a dam, lake, river or in-ground pool. Try to protect yourself from the fire's heat. If you're caught in the fire in your car, park behind a solid structure to block the fire's heat or pull over to a cleared area. Try to position the car towards the approaching fire. Turn on your hazard lights and headlights. Close all windows. Turn off the air conditioning and shut all the air vents. Turn your car engine off. Get down as low as possible below window level and cover up with a pure woolen blanket. The following road is closed: Buffalo River Road at Buffalo Creek Road. This message was issued by Forest Fire Management Victoria. This is a watch and act message for Bargara, Tintoldra, Towong Upper and Walwa, replacing the previous emergency warning for these towns. There is a bushfire 13 kilometres west-northwest of Walwa that's not yet under control. With changed weather conditions, the spread of the fire has slowed for now, but the situation can change at any time. Conditions may change and get worse quickly. You must continue to monitor conditions and be ready to act. Relief centres have been established at Corryong High School in Towong Street, the Tallangatta Memorial Hall in Towong Street, the Cube in Wodonga on Hovel Street, the Wangaratta Performing Arts Centre, Ford Street. For those with animals, the Wangaratta Showground at Golf Link Lane, Wangaratta, the Wodonga Showgrounds, Wilson Street, for community members that can be self-sufficient with pets, and Australian Defence Force relief accommodation at Latchford Barracks in Bonegilla, Wodonga. All relief centres will have further information about places to house pets and animals. Monitor changes to the situation. Increased wind speed, change in wind direction, smoke or poor visibility can indicate the situation is changing. If you're away from home, do not return. Emergency services may not be able to help you if you decide to stay. This message was issued by Forest Fire Management Victoria. This Watch and Act message is being issued for Brookville, Swifts Creek Ensay Valley and surrounds. The fire east of Ensay continues to burn in a northerly direction towards Mount Newgong. The fire in the Angora Range continues to burn slowly in a northerly direction towards Doctors Flat and Ensay. The fire activity surrounding Tambo Crossing has subsided. Monitor changes to the situation. Increased wind speed, change in wind direction, smoke or poor visibility can indicate the situation is changing. If the situation changes or you feel unsafe, you should enact your fire survival plan. This Watch and Act message is being issued for Benambra, Cobborus, the Brothers and Tom Grogan. There's a 22,000 hectare fire burning adjacent to private property northeast of Baloka. The fire is currently spreading slowly through forest areas and is not yet contained. This Watch and Act replaces the emergency warning issued last night at 11:23 as fire activity has subsided. Monitor changes to the situation. Increased wind speed, change in wind direction, smoke or poor visibility can indicate the situation is changing. If the situation changes or you feel unsafe, you should enact your fire survival plan. This Watch and Act message is being issued for Anglers Rest, Bingo Mungie North, Brockett, Bundara, Davenport Village, Dinner Plain, Falls Creek, Flower Bag, Glen Valley, Glen Wills, Hinnamungie, Loch Glen, Louisville, Mayford, Nels, Omeo Valley, Shanahan, Shannon Vale and Sunnyside. There's a 28,000 hectare bushfire burning both sides of the Great Alpine Road to the west of Omeo. Yesterday, the fire crossed the Great Alpine Road approximately 5 kilometres west of Omeo, creating spot fires to the southwest and southeast of town. The fire has crossed the Great Alpine Road to the south between Omeo and Swifts Creek and entered the Splitter Range State Forest. All roads to the north and west of Omeo are closed. This Watch and Act message is being issued for Abbeyard, Bennies, Buckland, Buffalo River, Carbor East, Carbor Upper, Cheshunt South, Claremont, Edi Upper, Greta South, Hansonville, Hyam, Jarrett, King Valley, Marcus, Meadow Creek, Moyu, Myree, Piper, Rose River, Tolmi, Top Crossing, Wabonga, Whitfield and Whitlands. There's a bushfire 6 kilometres east of Whitfield in the Black Range that is not yet under control. The fire remains within existing control lines. Crews will remain on the fire ground this morning to patrol and monitor fire conditions. This Watch and Act replaces the Evacuate Now message issued at 11 o'clock yesterday morning. Residents are able to return to their properties, however, should continue to monitor conditions and stay up to date with fire information. This Watch and Act message is being issued for Baringamar, Burrawi, Kuitong, Lucy Vale, Narrial Valley and Shelley. This Watch and Act replaces the emergency warning issued at 9:08 last night due to wind changes yesterday, and the fire is now heading in a northeast direction and is currently less active in your area. Predicted milder weather in the next few days will permit firefighters to work more on controlling the fire edges. Relief centres have been established at Corryong, at the High School in Towong Street, at the Talangata Memorial Hall, the Cube in Wodonga, the Wangaratta Performing Arts Centre on Ford Street, and for those with animals, the Wangaratta Showgrounds or the Wangaratta Sale Yards. You should maintain situational awareness at all times. The fire situation has been changing rapidly and this is expected to continue. This Watch and Act message is being issued for Abbeyard, Barwidgee, Bright, Brookside, Buckland Junction, Buffalo Creek, Dunphy's Hill, Urobin, Freeburg, Gapstead, Germantown, Harrietville, Havilah, Hotham Heights, Howard Plains, Cancuna, Meadow Creek, Merryang South, Mount Buffalo, Myrtleford, Ovens, Porpunka, Rose River, Rose White, Salt Log, Selwyn, Smoko, Wabonga, Wandilligong, Warrowley South, Wangangara and Wanangata. There are multiple bushfires in the Abbeyard, Mount Buffalo and Wangangara areas that are not yet under control. A southwesterly wind change has moved through the fire ground. The fires remain active and will be monitored throughout the morning. Remain updated on the current fire situation. Conditions may change quickly. This Watch and Act message is being issued for Bulleo, Dartmouth, Georges Creek, Glen Valley, Grania, Mitta, Talgano, Talangata East, Talangata South, Talangata Valley, Waibo and surrounding communities. A wind change came through earlier this morning and the fire is now heading in a northeasterly direction. You should continue to maintain situational awareness as the fire conditions will change with weather conditions. This is expected to continue. Milder conditions are expected in the next 2 to 3 days, which will enable firefighters to do further work. This Watch and Act message is being issued for Clack Clack, Corryong, Cudgewa North, Dartmouth, Guy's Forest, Mount Alfred, Thowgla Upper, Thowgla Valley and surrounding communities. A wind change moved through the area last night and the fire is now heading in a northeasterly direction. The situation can change at any time. You must monitor conditions and be ready to act. The Murray Valley Highway has been closed at Thowgla Road due to fire activity. This Watch and Act message is being issued for Bogong, Mount Beauty, Toowoonga and Toowoonga South. There are multiple bushfires in the Abbey Yard, Mount Buffalo and Wangangara areas that are not yet under control. The southwesterly wind change is moving across the fire ground. The fires remain active and will be monitored this morning. An emergency warning will be issued if the situation changes and the threat to communities increases overnight. What you should do: monitor changes to the situation. If you're away from home, do not return. Emergency services may not be able to help you if you decide to stay. Check road closures at the Vic Traffic website or call 13 11 70. This message was issued by Forest Fire Management Victoria. This Watch and Act message is for the fires at Green Valley and Talmalmo. A bushfire is burning in the Jingellic area east of Albury. It's more than 127,000 hectares in size and is out of control. Here's the current situation. Do not leave into Victoria. All access roads into Victoria are closed. If you're on the southern side of the fire, south of the Murray River, monitor the Vic Emergency website. For information on the Duns Road and East Orney Creek fires, visit the New South Wales RFS website. The Duns Road, East Orney Creek and Green Valley Talmalmo fires are merging. Dangerous fire conditions were experienced yesterday. These fires posed a serious threat to life and property. These conditions have eased following a southerly change. If you are in Jingellic, Orney, Tooma, Manus, Mundaroo and surrounding areas, remain in place. A number of roads are blocked and closed. This Watch and Act message is for the Duns Road and East Orney Creek fires. A fire is burning in the Westbrook Road, Ellerslie-Tarcutta area. It's currently over 230,000 hectares in size and is out of control. Dangerous fire conditions were experienced yesterday. However, conditions have eased as the southerly changes moved across the fire grounds. The fire is still burning on multiple fronts. Here's the latest. Fire activity has eased following the southerly change. The fire remains active on a number of fronts, and those in the following areas should continue to monitor conditions and be prepared to act should they change: Ellerslie, Adelong and surrounds, Mundaroo, Orney, Manus and surrounding areas, Wandalga, Kanama, Batlow and surrounding areas, Talbingo, Rosewood, Tumbarumba and surrounds, and Tumut. Stay up to date by checking the New South Wales RFS website or calling the New South Wales RFS Bushfire Information Line on 1800 679 737 and listen to your local radio station.
How plan to use this bushfire season? Plan, act and survive this fire season. And see today's bans and fire danger ratings at cfa.vic.gov.au. Here's your local emergency station.